Hey Lauren, how are you? Welcome to a private reading, my love. First things first, I have to go through like the little housekeeping thing. I have a notepad with your questions on it because otherwise I forget. I am so bad with names, it's hilarious. Second thing, sorry, let me move this closer because I feel like you're dead far away for some reason. Second thing, there's going to be bad language in this video, and it's not because I'm rude, it's just the way I talk. So if I have to monitor my language, it like breaks my connection because I'm not focusing on the right thing. So please don't listen to this around any young children or very sensitive people who are easily offended. What's the other thing? If you see me stare into nowhere, it's because I'm trying to have a conversation on your behalf. I'm not going nuts. It's too late for that. What's the other thing? Look, man, that wall was red this morning when I left, and they've repainted it and it's white. I'm fucking gutted. Gutted. Right, okay, so the questions that I've got for you, my love, is I've got new job and this career and how it's basically going to go, additional sources of income, and love. So let's see what's going to happen. I want to I'm so sorry because I've set this up and then I'm looking at it and I just feel like, I don't know, it feels weird. Okay, that's better. It's like trying to talk, you know, oh fuck. You know when you go to like a random pub and the couches are really far apart because they try and make it look posh and it never works out. That's how I feel right now. So, let's do this. I'm also surrounded by perfume, so I'm going to probably be off my face in about 10 minutes. Okay. I think I want to do your job first. See, can I just say the first feeling is like with regards to this new job, it's almost like this is a huge turning point in your life, and it's like it marks a new chapter of your life. So I feel like there's going to be loads of changes that come in. It's like you were waiting, and then Spirit was like, right, okay, the energy's now right. Let's give her this job, and then the job's going to come. I feel like you're going to grow as a person in a personal way and in a professional way, and also I do feel like there's love coming in. It's just like a whole new chapter of your life, which is so exciting. That's the other thing. I'll pause this video halfway through because it means you get it 2 hours faster, because for some reason, if you go over 15 minutes, it like makes it really big file. So, oh, hello. Okay. Fucking knew it, man. Yeah. The thing is, sometimes they tell me stuff and I'm like, Silver, you can't say that because that's just too bold, for want of a better phrase, right? And that's coming from me. It's too bold. And I wish I would have said it because they bloody pulled it out in the cards. Fudge. I'm so hot and I don't know why. Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to, like it's the tiniest table and I've got this cauldron that I have to burn the stuff to prep. And it's like, right, okay. Shut up, rambling Silver. So, this card definitely brought in by Spirit. A huge 150 bajillion% right, brought in by Spirit. This is you. This is partially you at the moment. It's weird. It's like, it's almost like this job is poking your shadow side a little bit because you've got in there. It's a little overwhelming. Not quite sure what you're doing. The people aren't necessarily your normal caliber of people. And you know, sometimes you're used to being a big fish in a little pond. It's now like you're a little fish in a big pond, and it's a little bit... Uncomfortable is not the right word. It's just a little bit like this. Yeah, it's a little bit rocky. Probably the best word. A little bit rocky. And this is you like... It's almost like... I don't know if you're doing this now or you're doing it in the beginning, like weighing it up about whether you want to stay or whether you should start looking somewhere else or what's kind of going on there. It's really funny because they're drawing my attention to him. Paint fumes are clearly helping. They're drawing my attention to him and they're like, he's ready to set off on a journey. This is you. You are ready to set off on this journey and you are ready for this job. This job is 100% meant for you. I'm loving that it's a little posh job in a shipping department of an aerospace company, darling, don't you know? Love it. This is your new path, is what someone's saying in my head. This is your new path. So you're not going to be like rehashing old stuff. They're not going to, the thing that I love about a new path is they'll stop bringing in, you know, sometimes, bless you, you know, sometimes you go through life and they're bringing the same people repeatedly so you can learn your lesson. They're like, that's wipe the slate clean. So it might be that, for example, in your past, like my older sister, my older half sister, is the exact same person as my stepmom, and I had to learn the lesson of how to deal with those people come out before I could move on. And it's like that with you. You've now moved on, which is really good. It just, there's nothing, I know it sounds funny, the phrase that they're giving me is there's no drag. You know, when you drive a car and hilarious they use aerospace stuff, and there's the drag behind the car when they blow smoke over it. There's no drag with you. There's nothing pulling you back. You are only going forward, which I fucking love, Lauren. Love it. And then we've got this one, which is the tower. This feels like, you know, the film, I'm hoping you've seen it. You know the film The Ring? With the weird girl who climbs out the TV and the way she walks. If you haven't, YouTube it and you'll see what I'm talking about. And she walks really disjointedly, like on all fours most of the time. Really disjointed and all that kind of stuff. That's what this card is. This is actually the Tower card. But it's like, oh, see, this is Tower card, but it's not about it falling. It's about it not feeling easy when you've gone in and, you know, like, you know, sometimes when you start a new job or you start talking to a new boy that you like, something comes out your mouth and you're like, what the fuck did I just say? I sounded like a dick. It's kind of like that because you're not in your natural, I feel like you're in your natural flow now, but I feel like in the beginning you weren't in your natural flow. But that just comes with time. And it's like, it shows the measure of who you are when you have to go through that. And that is all this card is talking about. We've then got mental conflict, which again, you at the moment, is this the right thing? Isn't this the right thing? Not 100% sure. Then we've got accelerated motion, which is literally, for me, this is the little sister card of the Chariot, where literally he jumps on and speeds off and everything goes amazingly and it's fantastic. That is what this is for you. This card is all about abundance and spiritually moving forward in the way that you should. This woman here, in my brain, is wishing on this little comet, right? Wishing on it, it all comes true. You've got the abundance, number 8 at the top. Her boobies mean abundance, if nothing else in this entire picture. And it's just, if it's not already, it is about to get really easy, going really, really well. I very much see promotion for you in the job that you're in. It will take, I want to say 18 months. 18 months plus 2. Why don't they just say 20 months? 18 months plus 2. There's a reason they haven't said 20 apparently. But 18 months plus 2 is when you'll be promoted. They're making me want to do this. I know this sounds funny like this. So it's like when you're in there, they want to keep you and keep hold of you. So there will be opportunities for growth. There will be opportunities for training. There will be opportunities for that kind of stuff. And it just feels like rather than being somewhere where you're a number, they're like, fuck, because it costs so much to rehire. Yeah, you're in, you've done the hard bit, and now you could, it'd be like working for Costco. People work there for 40 years, and that's normal because of the opportunities there, and it feels the same way you are. You have to stay true to who you are. You have to not get caught up in any gossip. There's a man in your workplace who is in a boss. It might not be your boss, but there's a boss who is not a fan of the gossip and the standing around water cooler and all that kind of stuff. And that can be really awkward because your friends might do that and you're like, yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. But if he sees you doing that, it's logged, and it's always logged. And that'll go against you. Something's going to happen at the 6-month mark. I don't know if that's the end of a probationary period or something for you, but something's going to happen at the 6-month mark, which is going to be good for you. It might be 6 months you get a pay rise because of your probation or something. There's something at 6 months, which is going to be really good. You need to make this your second home for the time being, because this is like the second home. The other thing, oh sorry, I'm going to finish with the bloody cards. I'm so sorry, Loren. It's the paint fumes, and I do this like that's going to make a difference. I'm in the room. I can't open the patio doors because it's too noisy. Yeah, so sorry. So it goes really, really well. And the thing that I love about the Chariot is, can you imagine how fun a chariot ride is? That is what this card is. Yeah, so this chariot ride, and it gets to here, which is the Sun card, which is clarity, knowing your path, feeling like you belong, knowing the direction you're going in, and just a huge, the sun on your face is how your job is going to feel. So like I say, if you are feeling a little bit like not sure whether I can do this, blah, blah, blah. Just give it a little bit of time because you absolutely can, and this card says that 100%. And then what followed on from this is victory and success. Absolutely. And the thing that I love about this is, again, this is the little brother of the Fool, because you see he's about to take that leap, and you've done it and you've taken that leap, and honestly, this is going to work. Don't be afraid to talk to people at work. Sometimes they can be a little bit, I'm too busy, or I'm sorry, who are you? Just fucking go for it. Simples. Yeah, this is going to be fine. And then, right, and then Silver was like, yeah, man, just give me one more cough, like an overriding thing. I'm so sorry, I've got a really sore eye, and I'm very conscious it looks bright red, but there's not a lot I can do about it. So then I was like, give me an overriding thing. And this is what came up. This is the Lovers card. Like, lovers. And someone in my head hilariously went, dos razones. So, 2 reasons for this coming up. First one, this is how you're going to feel about work. It's all, it's all going to slot together. It is all going to slot together. And you're really good at it. So play to your strengths. Honestly, play to your strengths. And the other reason is, love's coming into work. Yeah? I will read on love in a second. Love is coming into work. You will meet someone at work. Show me a guy, brown hair. Sorry, brown hair. My nana kicked my butt. I just want to come back to, you were asking about secondary sources of income. Like I say, there's going to be something around the 6-month mark and the 18th mark, so that'll bring more money in. But I'm conscious that's quite a way away. As soon as I read your question, someone was talking about something that you could do where the people, excuse me for my wording, right? Where the people at work would be your main client base. And I know that sounds really silly because it's difficult, because obviously there's like, right, okay. It's really difficult because obviously there's taxes. I don't know anything about taxes in the US and all that shit, but I don't know anything about taxes anywhere. But it's like, rather than your extra income isn't going to be an online business. It's not. It'll be like it feels like you create something or you do something for people. So it would be like making jewellery. It doesn't feel like making jewellery, but making jewellery and then selling them on a Saturday at random craft festivals. It feels like that. It doesn't feel like online. It doesn't feel like a boring business. It feels like you're actually doing something that you love. They're drawing my attention to my heart chakra, so it's something that you love and something that will actually randomly help relax you. Like for me, I'll make random bracelets for my gods, and that relaxes me. It's also me meditating, but also it's me showing them my love. And for you, it's something linked in with what you love doing. It could be that you love painting. It doesn't feel like it, but it could be love painting, love making clothes, love gardening, there's just something that you love doing. Take it back to like childhood. It's whatever makes you happy is what your second source of income is supposed to be. Hang on. There we go. So please don't be sitting there Googling like business ideas or where to invest or easiest way to make money, because that's not going to fucking work with you, because you're going to have, because of the way your job's going to go, which is really well, it's like you need to do something that relaxes you. So please, please, please focus on what you love. Otherwise, it's all going to crumble and it's just going to be a waste of your energy. And it's so funny, Loren, because it's like you put your energy into these things that you create, and then it could be, give me something. Right, say you create this tapestry, random. So you create this tapestry and then you sell it to someone at a random craft fair or a random fucking flea market or whatever. And then it's like they love the tapestry, but also your energy radiates from it, and it's a very healing, productive, random word, and positive energy. So it's like they're getting a double hit, which is really, really good. Yeah. So I need you to follow what you love, because then if you love it as well, spirit will help you big it up a little bit. And if the energy going at it is I love it, I love it, I love it, the universe is like, oh my god, she loves it, give her more of it, which is what we all want. Right. Okay. Let's get on to the love, man. I've just realised this is probably going to be Mexican paint in it, so I'm probably going to fucking die in the middle of the night. From toxic something or other. My God. Right, let's do love. Tell me the journey of Loren's love life, please, darlings. I love your name, by the way. I love the way you spell it. Because I know it sounds really funny, but like Loren, because here we spell it differently. We spell it, obviously you'll know, because I'm sure people make the mistake, but like Laura, but with an EN at the end. And the way you spell it is just, oh, so simple. And it's like your name is more than it's, I know that's, sorry. So sorry. Tangent. I love it. I'm probably pronouncing it as well wrong. Sorry, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong as well. Loren. Yeah, that has to be Loren. Right. Oh. I feel like this is a two-parter, which is hilarious. Well, my videos are honest, right? So, as you'll guess from the weeklies, they're making me feel stuff and I can't put it into words. This is very clearly a work thing because of the spread I've got. Because you know at work, when you like someone at work, it's not as simple as you just go and you ask them out. This is like that. Oh my God, hang on one second, sorry. I couldn't cope any longer with my hot flash. Hot flash? Whatever, it's bloody hot. Right, okay, so this is the first card, right? Deception and envy. This isn't them. This is like, you have to hide it. Does that make sense? Well, it's not even you have to, like if I like someone at work, you kind of do, don't you? Because you kind of have to figure the ground. And the other thing is like, I don't know what it's like where you are, but sometimes there are company policies about not being able to date colleagues, which is a fucking wrong one. But there's policies about that. It might be that you like your boss and then there's all loads of HR stuff going on. But, yeah, it doesn't feel like your boss. It feels like the way they're showing it is a man walking in from a diagonal, so it feels like it'd be someone from another department who you don't see like loads. They might pop in like once a day or twice a week or something, and it builds, and he's going to be like your little crush for a little while, because you're not sure whether you can say anything or not. Right, so this is why this deception and envy cards come up. And then it's like choose wisely in terms of whether you say something or not, and also choose very wisely who you talk to, because I feel like there are some people where you work who, you know what it's like, you get there, you trust them for a bit, and then you tell them something expecting them to realise it's a chuffing secret, and then they go and tell someone. And there are people like that where you are, but that's workplaces, man, it gets them through the day. So just be very wise about who you talk to about this. And breathe. Do not panic. Do not rush into it. Breathe with it. Someone's saying in my head you won't lose them. So I don't know what's going to happen when this happens, but you won't lose them. So don't worry about that. It might be that someone else in the office, yeah, it might be that someone else in the office shouts up that they like them. Ignore it. It's fine. They don't stand a chance. And I'll show you why in a sec. Then we have, oh my God, I hate myself with my hair up, but then we have this, which is stand your ground. This is you with yourself, my love. This is, you're going to sit there and go, nah, never want me. Nah, it's never going to happen. You know, he does this, this and this. And you just basically try and talk yourself out of this bloke. Please do not talk yourself out of this bloke. It is ridiculous. And you do. You're like, no, do you know what? I deserve this chance. blah, 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 blah. I need you to be harsh with yourself and strong with yourself. Ignore your little monkeys because they're chatting shit. Then we have this. And you know I said before about someone else is going to shout up that they like him? This is what this card means. This is all about competition when it comes to love. So I just feel like someone shouts out that they love, but it doesn't matter because you guys, some people call this a soulmate card. Yeah, they do. They call this a soulmate card. And it is, you guys, he likes you, you like him. It's just, you know when you're like 20 and you jump into stuff and then you get older, your 30s and then your 40s, and you take it slower because you understand how important it is to do that. This is what you're doing with this entire time. And also I feel like there's something about this happening around a time that's important for you professionally. So it might be that you're getting your audit's not the right word, appraisal done or something like that when you realise this. So that's why they're like, someone's going in my head, what is it? Slowly catchy monkey is what someone's saying in my head. So that's what they're basically saying. I don't feel like you have a choice as well because you don't see them every day. You don't have a choice. It's got to go slowly. With this person, they feel giggly. They feel blonde. Doesn't mean this is what they look like, but this is how they feel. Giggly, blonde, dated. They've dated everyone in the fucking company. And the man knows that, so don't worry, they don't stand a chance. He wants something real and grounded is what they're saying, and you are very real and very grounded. Also, he quite likes independent women, and he's not into dolly birds, and this one is a dolly bird. Yeah, and then I asked for a card to sum up, and this is what it brought, where I was like, I think there's two parts: emotional withdrawal. And I feel like when you get to this point and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe how strong this is, I can't believe how right this is, it's a bit fucking scary. So you do this, emotionally withdraw. This is so fucking sensible in the position that you're in. You need to do this because of the professional stuff, because of it being at work, blah, blah, blah. You can't go all in because you can't at this point, right? So you need this, and this is what keeps you safe. This is where I'm going to do part 2. Hang on. Sorry, they're being a bit weird with you. Okay. Okay, I asked for the one card to like throw it across, not throw it across, to conclude and summarise what this strip's about. This is what it's about, partnerships and alliances. You know I said a minute ago about it needs to grow slowly? This is how it will be. This is how it will be. Rather than it being intense, straight in there, job done, it's not. It needs to grow over time because it needs to ferment, is the word that they're giving me. It needs to ferment, like vodka. So yeah. But, so you're at that point where you've realised, blah, 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 blah. You are, the connection that you've got is crazy. And then it's like it all, I'm so sorry for this, but kind of like, there's a change in job. It's either you change your job, as in like the promotion or the change of whatever. There's a change, it's physical change, and it's a good change for you, but also it's a bad change because it means you don't get to see him as much as you used to, and you're worried about him forgetting you and forgetting the connection that you have because you're not seeing each other as much as you were before, if that makes sense. So you are worried about out of sight, out of mind. Trapped in fear, worry about out of sight, out of mind. But I love him for this. He steps up and he's like, Loren, what the fuck are you doing? You know me better than this. I really like you. Now we don't have to see each other every day or however often you're seeing each other. We can officially date. Ta-da! Rejoice and celebration. So this is what I mean about it growing, but you're gonna get the emotions, you're gonna get the butterflies and all that kind of stuff. They're still giving me 6 months, so I don't know what's happening to you in 6 months, but 6 months, it's either that is when this happens, or that is when he steps in. And 6 is the number of the Lovers card as well, which is really, really good. So honestly, he does this, and this is major arcane, so this is spirit literally shove him in front of you, and he has an honest conversation with you, and he's logical about it, and he basically puts any of your fears to rest, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing for a woman. And then, yeah, you're really happy. This is you guys going out on the lash, as we would say in Inglaterra. I have to stop throwing Spanish in because it makes me sound like a knob. I'm so sorry, but I'm so bad at it. I need to practice. And then it followed up with this, and I love that literally he's the emperor and they've got you as the empress. So this is, with him, you're able to be yourself. You know, sometimes when you're on your own, I am very aware that on my own I'm a different person, not completely, than I like my friends know me as me, but my boyfriend will always know me as someone very different, because as far as I'm concerned, a man's job is to make us feel so protected we feel we can be vulnerable and we don't have to be the men for ourselves. Does that make sense? And then we like protect their soul and do things for their soul while they protect us physically so we can be vulnerable. And it's like he allows you to do that. So he allows you to be vulnerable. He allows you to be emotional. He allows you to just, oh my God, he's just like a big gorilla hug, which is amazing. And I love him because he's got a good head on his shoulders, a really good head on his shoulders. And the other thing is, between you guys, the passion is there, yeah, but because you've fanned the flames a little bit, but not loads, because obviously it's burnt through over time, it means it doesn't snuff out. You know, when it's really intense and you go in and you have loads of sex and then it's fucking done in 2 weeks, isn't it? Because you're bored of each other. Because this one's been a slow burn, this lasts ages and ages and ages. And I like this. He like sparks things in you that you'd forgotten about yourself. And he sees you for who you are, and he is the boyfriend you deserve. Absolutely the boyfriend you deserve. I think he's gonna be more than a boyfriend as well, like fiance. I hate reading on marriage, but yeah, because when I called you boyfriend, they were like, no, man friend, and I'm like, all right, what's the significance? What's the fucking difference? Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, I went to shuffle. This card just fell out on my lap. You know what I was saying about like it being a new chapter for you and everything. This is the Fool. New beginnings. This is the Fool, and this is what you need to do. I need you to leap into, I know it's not a new job because it's 3 months, like I'm already checked out after 3 months in a job, but I need you to take this fucking leap of faith on yourself, Loren. With work, with your new business that you're going to have. See, I don't even want to call it a business, it's just a second income, because a business means like taxes, being an adult about it, and yours isn't going to be that. Yours is going to be something, it might be that you make fucking candles that you sell to people, and it's just easy and you love it, but it brings in that extra vital money for you. And I need you to take this leap with love. I need you to do this. This is literally you on top of the world, and you've just walked through this door. That is what your life is at the moment. So I just want you to be open to anything new that comes in, because it's all going to really work out for you. They are like they keep drawing my attention for you back to crafts, like the candle making, or not the jewelry making, but jewelry making, blah blah blah. It's not going to be you buy something and then you just resell it for more money, which some people do with crystals and stuff. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you have to put yourself into something. Yeah. See, the word crafts conjures up like old ladies, but that's not. I love crafts with every fibre of my being. When I'm proper stressed, you will find me down hobbycraft. Not anymore, because I'm obviously here, but yeah. So honestly, just grab it with both hands. And that's it, my darling. Love you big styly, and I'm so, honestly, I'm excited. It's not even the word, like expectant for you, because it's more grounded than excited. When it's excited, it's like up in the air still a little bit and you don't know what's going to happen, but with you, it's expectant, it's grounded. I love your guides, because your guides feel like, again, like earthy people and grounded. Like, I hate to use this, but they're not like whoever, right, angels can't be guides, so whoever the fuck says I got guide angels, not right, but like they feel like a monk, or they make me feel brown, they make me feel old. When I say brown, I mean the tunic, not the colour of their skin. Old, they're historical and old. They're not flighty, they're not dancing, they're slow, they're old, they're methodical, they're ancient, which is perfect for what you've got going on at the minute. So, and I would honestly trust them, because they're the kind of person that could stand in front of a fucking big fat monster and just be like, I know I'm going to win, so why are you even going to bother trying? It's that kind of guide. So they're way up the ladder, which is really good. And that's it. I love you, Big Stolly. Mwah.